In reference to transparency, I'm glad you brought that question up.
Look.
Very good question. As a matter of fact, 4 years ago, I
Can't
was
wait to hear
involved in
this
a
one.
campaign, my last election campaign, where my opponent at the time, Mr. Cantu, mentioned that there was a lack of transparency by my administration.
There was.
I can tell you something. I was never sued by the community for a lack of transparency.
One thing I would say is that transparency, I think David is the last person who should be talking about transparency. David, give us a little bit of transparency. Where did the COVID funds go? Where did the a little over $1 million go? What individuals, what businesses? Why don't you be transparent and tell us? How about another one? David, be transparent about the planning director that you had that you would still pay $100 stipend to while she was going to college out of the city in San Antonio. Have you been transparent about that? That happened. And I remember when I worked, and I've worked under David Saucedo, I had to be the interim planning director because the planning director that was getting paid that $100 stipend was not around. She was in San Antonio going to school, still getting paid $100 stipend that probably covered her benefits. So it looked like she was still employed, but she was out there going to school. And then I would get calls from her bitching about doing her work. Are you kidding me? I have my own work to do. Why am I going to do your work? And that's ultimately why I left Maverick County when it was ran by David, because I saw so many crooked things that I did not want to be a part of. And I can guarantee you, if I'd see that now, I would get out the door. That's not the type of person I am. I don't want to be involved in any type of corruption. I don't want to be involved in any type of, it's like I've always heard, if it smells bad, it's probably bad. Get out of there. It's what I did when I was working under David, is I left because I saw too many of those things. And he was upset. And I told him, that's wrong. Why would you do something like that? When this person's trying to call me, telling me what to do, yet she's not even getting paid as an employee. She's getting $100 stipend for her cell phone. Again, that probably covered her benefits or something like that, but it kept her on the payroll or as an employee. So tenure was still there. That's wrong. I don't know how else to say it other than that's wrong. Now, has David Saucedo, the former county judge, been transparent and told us something about that? Ask him. So you have two questions to ask him. Ask him who got COVID funding between businesses and individuals, and ask him why he continued to pay a phone stipend to the former county planner that was getting an education in San Antonio